Okay, and we are now starting the next session here in room 1, which will be the ClickLearn community session. My name is Per Ferdinandsen. I'm the Director of Customer Care here at ClickLearn. And before we get started on the session content, just to reiterate or repeat a few practical informations. If you're on the wrong session, just exit GoToWebinar, go to the hub page and enter the right session that you would like to join. You can already now ask questions in this webinar just using the GoToWebinar pane. There's one called questions and there's a chat function. Whichever one you want to use, you can go in there, type your question, and we will, of course, take as many as we can at the end of the session, and we will answer any questions from any sessions on the conference. After the conference has been held, we will do that in the community. If you have any technical, if you need any technical help for the conference, you can also go to the hub page and ask in the chat in there. And you all should have a personal email from me with the link to the hub. All right, I think you've heard that a couple of times, so let's move on. So this is the ClickLearn community session. Probably most of you have already been invited. Maybe you've already visited our community. If you haven't, please, take the opportunity to do that after the session. Once we've given you a little introduction here. What we're going to cover here will be a little bit about the story behind the launch. Why did we decide to launch a community platform? What benefits do we see is there for you guys as customers, and which ones are there for us as vendors? A few tips on getting started, and then of course any questions that you have, we will take them at the end. But let's begin with the beginning. So last year we were looking on setting a new direction and deciding on our strategy for this year, and we could see that one place where we could certainly develop and get better was on customer engagement. So we put this in on the top of our strategy for this year. We really want to get better at engaging with you guys. Historically, ClickLearn has met and engaged with customers, of course, on physical conferences where we could meet anyone attending, but other than that, mostly through our support team and any onboarding calls and so on. And it, of course, has some advantages and some disadvantages. So we knew that we had some areas there where we could develop, and we decided to team up with a researcher from a university here in Denmark to give us some assistance and some guidance on how we could develop and go in the right direction here. We decided to engage with a randomly selected group of different customers, put them together in a focus group, and interview them to find out what type of customer engagement platform would be good and would provide value to our customers. It has actually been a great learning for us. We've really already, by just seeing the results from the focus group, we could see that there were some you could say quick wins that we could activate for our customers fairly quickly. So we decided to go forward and invest in a community platform. We had a thorough vendor selection process, found the right vendor, and did a fairly ambitious launch plan to launch on April 1st this year. We've been working really hard on forming and shaping the platform and implementing it, and the whole team here is really invested in making sure that it's not just the launch and then we're done, but that we're actually continuously building on creating an active and thriving community for all our customers. So what does a customer engagement, or what does a community platform mean for you guys as customers? What's in it for you? Well, first of all, and this is also on the top of the focus group interviews that we did, everybody said we would like, as customers, we would like to have an easy way to find guides, tutorials, tips and tricks, any information about the solution in one central location. So searching and finding what I look for was really top of mind from all the customers that we talked to. They would also say that it was it would be a great benefit if it would be possible to go in and ask questions and get them answered, simple or advanced questions. So we have that opportunity there as well. You can ask any question; it will either be answered by us, and probably in the future by other customers as well. And of course, it's also a place to go in and engage in a discussion around certain topics on the the solution or areas around the solution. You can of course meet and network with your peers, with other customers, exchange knowledge among each other. So you can share use cases. We know some customers have developed their own best practices around ClickLearn. This can be shared if wanted. And also we have a really powerful ideation feature on the platform, which allows any customer to go in and submit their idea of feature requests for the product. We of course have also taken in feature requests in the past and implemented them when possible. But this means now that instead of getting them from one customer, we can have one customer come up with the idea, but then now multiple customers can come in and engage with that idea, maybe add to the idea, like it, and give us a really strong impression whether this is a popular feature request that there's a high demand for, and maybe even if there are other customers who have ways to even improve on that idea. And then, of course, it's also a really useful platform for staying up to date with both developments around ClickLearn, but also certain topics. You can basically subscribe to any topic on the platform. So if there's a specific topic that you're interested in, you can subscribe to it and get an email whenever something happens on it. If we turn the attention towards ClickLearn, what's in it for us? We, of course, primarily see this as a great way to get closer to you guys and to be able to learn from you. How are you using ClickLearn? How can we get better at what we do? How can we improve the product as well as our services? And of course, we are super interested in learning about any ideas out there. Obviously, we have bright minds here at ClickLearn, but we are sure that a lot of our customers also are really bright and have some great ideas, and we'd really like to hear from you. And I'm sure that we will see some really amazing product developments come out of this. So any ideas and feedback, we see that as a super valuable addition to the whole customer care service in ClickLearn. And then, of course, and let's be honest, I mean, this is also a way for us to, you could say, increase the bandwidth in our support desk. We suddenly have a platform now where we can answer a question and have many people benefit from that answer. So today, when we're operating an email support, we get one answer and we have to from one customer, and we send back one. We get one question from one customer and we send one answer back, and we might the next hour get the same question again from another customer. But now we have a platform where we can collect all this knowledge and make it very easy for you guys to find it. So hopefully over time it will be much more efficient for customers to simply just go in, write a question in the search box, and then you'll find out the answer faster than you will get an answer from contacting our support desk. Of course, it's also really useful for us to be able to communicate directly to you guys and make sure that you get all the relevant information about new releases of our solution. Events like our conference that we are holding or hosting today, but also any future conferences, physical conferences once that becomes possible again in the world, and other events that happen that are related to ClickLearn. Will be very useful for us to be able to communicate that to everyone and discuss that on the community as well. Yeah. So how should you get started? We've tried to make this platform as easy to engage with and as fast to find what you're looking for as possible. But of course, we're also open for any feedback. This is also your platform, so if you have any feedback around the community, don't hesitate to let us know. But basically, when you land on the page community.clicklearn.com, it's very easy. If you have a question, just click on the question mark icon, and you can start to write your own question. When you write a question, it will automatically search through the entire community and show you suggestions for similar questions and answers that have been through the community so far. So it gives you a chance to find out, is this something that someone has asked before, even before you type the question. If you would like to help others, if you would like to go in maybe and find out what people are asking, there's a specific button you can click called Help Others, and then it will list all the questions that have been asked. And you can, of course, go in and help answer them or add more information to existing answers. If you have something you would like to ask your peers, so not just ClickLearn, but maybe other people that are using ClickLearn, we have created the peer exchange where you can go in and post questions if you like to about how other people are succeeding with specific areas of the solution, or how they are overcoming pitfalls in other areas of the solution. And of course, if you have a feature request or an idea on how to add something to the solution or improve in certain areas, go in and submit it and leave it there. Then other users of the community can go in and engage with that idea. They can add more ideas around it, or they can like it and vote it up. So go in, have a look. We have a new to the community post in there as well that explains a little bit about some of the things I've mentioned here, and helps you get started. Also worth mentioning, you also have a pretty good chance of winning a brand new iPhone 11. We will do the drawing of the winner today and announce the winner tomorrow. So by the end of the day, you'll have a chance of winning the iPhone 11. So all you need to do is go to the community.clicklearn.com, click on the iPhone icon. That's a post. Describes the 3 steps you need to complete to participate in the competition. Yeah. So that leaves us with time for a couple of questions, which Yeah, I know my moderator and our community manager, Lucia, is monitoring. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to go into the questions tab and post them there.
Yeah, so far we have no question, guys, so please take the chance to talk to Per now, or you can also talk to him later on after the session if you just write to the live chat. All right, so we have one question. So what was the community website address again? So basically the address is community.clicklearn.com. But in the meantime, Per, if you don't have any questions asked, maybe you can tell our customers when should they be posting on the community and maybe in which situations they should be contacting the support via the support email.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. Obviously also a question that we have asked ourselves and is something that we are learning a little bit as the community develops. I think here in the beginning, it will probably be a little bit more difficult to know exactly when you need to do either or. But eventually, I'm pretty sure everyone will start in the community before they write an email to our support desk, simply because they can probably find the answer in there already. But I would suggest here in the beginning, post a question on our community. If you don't have a specific technical problem that you can see, okay, ClickLearn is, I don't know, acting really weird, but you have some sort of usability question around the solution, post it on the community. We will, regardless of whatever type of question that you have that you're posting on the community, we will engage with it and make sure that it gets answered. So it will not just hang and not get answered on the community. So yeah, that's probably the best answer I can get right now.
Mm-hmm. And so we still don't have any questions coming from the chat. But it could be maybe interesting if you could shed some light on what actually happens to the ideas that our customers submit on the community. How does the product team work with them?
Yeah. Absolutely. One of the strongest features of the community platform for us is to be able to hear your ideas and your thoughts on how we can make ClickLearn even better at doing what it is doing today. We already have quite a few ideas submitted by community users. We can see that people are engaging with the ideas and voting them up, and there's no doubt that this will enable us on a much more regular basis to include feature requests than we have been able to previously, simply for the fact that before the community, when we had a feature request from one customer, we could only see that this was something that one customer was interested in, and we would have to guess whether it would be interesting or relevant for other customers as well, and kind of go with our gut feeling. Now we can actually get some valid data on it. So if we have an idea from a customer and we can see that other customers are engaging with it, it certainly moves up the roadmap, no doubt about it.
All right, so we still have 2 minutes left, 1 minute left. So if you have any questions, please just write them in the chat. Otherwise, I think
Maybe,
the
Lucia,
session can end it. Yeah.
Can you tell us what should you do to win an iPhone 11 on the community? Because there's a pretty good chance you could actually win one. Could you repeat just what steps to go through?
Yes, of course. So first of all, you need to create an account on the community, and then you just start engaging. And by starting engaging, we mean that you go to the section called Meet the Community, Introduce Yourself. where you introduce yourself, and then we also have a topic called what's your ClickLearn use case, where you simply tell us about how you use ClickLearn. So you need to introduce yourself and you need to tell us how you use ClickLearn, and then you might be the lucky winner of the new iPhone.
Perfect.
Yes, simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that. So it's something that all of you have a really good chance at winning. So I suggest that you spend those couple of minutes to go in and complete that by the end of the day. We're running out of time now, so it seems that we don't have any further questions. So guys, I want to say thank you for attending the session, and just say thank you again for engaging with us on the community. Those of you who've already done so, we'll see you out there. So enjoy your break. See you again in a few minutes. Bye bye.
Bye bye.